This video has been a long time coming. This is one that we have ranted about in this office many times, but we don't talk about enough on YouTube. Everything we hear, everywhere we go, is affiliate marketing and Amazon. Those are awesome, but they are not our biggest earners. We've mentioned this before in passing, but it's info products. Info products are by far our top earning income driver overall from all of our sites. For passive sites, we focus more on ads and Amazon and things like that, but also info products. Even on those passive sites, it's just a massive opportunity.
I die a little bit inside every time somebody tells me that they've built their Amazon niche site. And here's the thing. Here's the reason why. This is what we believe. The reason that everybody talks about affiliate marketing, but they don't talk about info products, is because you don't actually have to have any real value on your website to make money in affiliate marketing.
You just have to pass people through your link.
You can do it the easy way. As long as you can get traffic to your site and get them to click on a link, you can make some money. But if you're going to put in the time to actually create some value on your site, give people what they came for, well, then you have this fantastic audience that's just begging for more information. Why not sell them an info product where instead of making a few pennies per person, you make like $15? Mm-hmm. So the other thing, though, that people, I guess, get a little bit, that turns them off of info products is they say, well, I can't think of a good info product for my niche. It's impossible. There's not a good idea for my niche. Nobody's going to buy information in my niche.
It's time to address that. Welcome to my really ugly, unfinished basement. I'm going to take some time over this next month to work on finishing out this basement. If all I do is take out a cell phone and record the different things that I'm doing and take a couple minutes like this with a really simple video and share how I'm doing the different things, that's an info product. It's something that you could sell, and when somebody's finishing a basement, they're spending thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Do you think they'd pay $100 for an info product showing them how to save money, save time, and do it better? I absolutely think so. So in the next 5 minutes, we're going to take you around and just share with you a bunch of different niches you could get into and some great info products you could make. Let me show you another fun one. So this is going to be just finished game room stuff. This is going to be a gym area. And then we want a slide, like a kid's indoor slide, going from the upstairs through the standing crawl space, and that will come down here. It's going to be awesome. I've seen other people do it on Pinterest and stuff, but I have a ton of things to figure out, and I looked everywhere and I cannot find just a really good tutorial on somebody who's already done the research. So after I do it, why not just sit down and make a simple video that I could sell for $15 on a home improvement site? And then I have awesome pictures that I could share on Pinterest of this awesome indoor slide to drive huge traffic to it. If you're thinking, there are info products everywhere. Let's go see another one.
So you have a website about side-by-sides, ATVs, or dirt bikes. Well, how about just a good buyer's guide as an info product? Now, I know buyer's content is typically free blog content on your website, but what if you could just take it a few steps further? Walk people through the whole process of how to pick and choose the right product, the right UTV or side-by-side, how to save money on their purchase. If you show somebody that you're going to be able to really save their bacon when they're making a purchase, like a $20,000 purchase, it's easy to sell a product like that for 15 or 20 bucks. But here's another idea. What about modifications? What about mods for these suckers? This back here, this doesn't exist in a normal UTV world. Having a UTV that's narrow enough to fit well in a trailer, but that has seating for 4 is just unheard of for normal UTVs. So what about an info product on how to create the mod, how to build that seat, or how to find one and get a good price? Info products are everywhere. With side-by-sides, we could probably come up with dozens more if we just thought about it for just a few minutes.
whatever your hobby is, there's something you can do to make it into an info product. For archery, there's so many info products you could make. You could make 20 different videos selling info products. You could do something on 3D archery. You could do something on tuning a bow, certainly on accuracy, recurve bows, making bows. There are so many different that you could make. I mean, we haven't even left my neighborhood. We talked about a basement. We ran razors out in the other part of the neighborhood. We're shooting bows and arrows. There are info products everywhere. An in-ground trampoline. You want to make an epic playhouse for the kids. Somebody's buying a swimming pool. There are just 1,000 different things you can do for info products. All of them can make money if you do a good job with them, providing real value to somebody who's going to be happy with the product. Otherwise, you're going to have a zillion customer service problems. And then just putting everything you have behind it and marketing that thing. Info products are everywhere you look. Okay, another idea. I've always wanted to make a website on celebrity gossip. That would be awesome for info products.
Okay, maybe not. I'll give you that one. There may be some niches where it just doesn't make a lot of sense, but there are very, very few. The point is that unless you've really exhausted every possible idea in your niche, you probably shouldn't completely give up on info products. Now, if you are in a niche like celebrity gossip or celebrity net worth, where people are just coming and reading an article and leaving and it's just funny information or cool information, then okay, you're probably going to have to stick with monetization like ads. That's probably about all you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But those are kind of few and far between, that kind of topic, that there's just no possibility for any kind of reasonable info product. Most topics, I think an info product can absolutely work. So let's just talk a little bit about how you might get started if you're brand new to this. The top recommendation that we've always had, because it's worked for us and it's just such a low barrier to entry, so easy to get started with, is a $15 priced product that you could potentially make in 1 or 2 afternoons. I don't love the info products where you're just compiling posts and it's just the posts. It's just always grained on me a little bit unless you're adding some kind of real premium thing. But what you could do is, cover a lot of the same information, but just in a very much better format that's really well packaged for the person. So what we recommend is make a bundle of products. Instead of just having one thing, have a little bundle of a few different things, a little ebook and a video and a this. Something that you could do very quickly. An audio guide is great, where you sit down and you say, I'm going to tell you everything I've learned about this in the next 4 hours, and then they can listen to it while they're commuting to work or something. Something very easy to get started. Now, your conversion rate, you should expect to be low on an info product. If you make 1 or 2 sales out of every 100, you're actually doing okay. That's just pretty normal for an info product. But, that's compared to earning 50 cents from an Amazon, that you link them over to Amazon. Now they've left your website. You make 50 cents if they buy. There's a low conversion rate on some Amazon pages too. Whereas here, you stand the chance of making 15, 20 bucks or way more if you have a higher dollar one. But just, it's okay if your conversion rate is low. Yeah. If you put the links all over your website and you have sufficient traffic, you're going to make enough $15 to make a huge difference. Like Improved Photography has been largely funded with $15 purchases. It's been years since I had anything that cost more than $50 on my website. It seems crazy, right? That the most you could earn is $15, but as I've tested and tested and tested and tested different price points, sometimes that's the price, the pricing model that makes sense. It's just huge volume, low cost. On other websites, that's not going to make sense at all, and it can cost several $100s.
Yep, absolutely. So getting started with an info product, something very, very simple, something, again, you can put together in an afternoon or 2. Selling that info product is actually pretty easy. Go look at the content that performs really well on your website. Oftentimes, buyer's intent type content is really good. People that are looking for advice on which specific product they should buy, whatever your niche is. Those kind of articles are really, really good at selling your information product, because oftentimes those articles answer sort of maybe one aspect of their overall decision of what to buy, or they sort of answer one aspect of the main question that the reader has. And so if your information product then takes them from there and walks them the rest of the way so they don't have to go read 100 blog posts to do all their research, absolutely that's a purchase most people are going to be willing to make for $15. And so selling that link in those blog posts is very, very easy to do.
I don't want you to start info products too early though. That's the one caveat I would put on this discussion is like, for me personally, if my traffic were less than 30,000 page views a month, I'm probably going to see a much better return by putting my effort into building content, get traffic. But while 30,000 page views a month may seem intimidating when you're very first starting and you haven't for yourself done it, that's just a very, very, very low bar for us.
Yeah.
We know you can get to that with just the hard work and putting it in, and it does take time. It's not going to be overnight, but you can totally get there. And so like for us, 30,000, that's pretty early in a site's history. And I want you to get that info product on there. Just, if you have 5,000 page views, just making an info product in 2 afternoons is kind of a waste of time. You're going to get a better return by just making better content.
And if you really think that getting to 30,000 or even 10,000 page views a month on your website just seems really daunting, or you've been working on your website for a long time and you've never made it there, chances are it's because you're focusing your time and attention on the wrong things. You're probably focusing too much on monetizing your website. You may be tweaking the theme and the design too much. Focus on the content. Create good, valuable, helpful, and useful content for your website, and that is how you get that kind of traffic. When we do that, the traffic comes all by itself. It's actually not very complicated and doesn't take that long.
You're focusing too much attention on us. So go turn us off and go make an info product.